Hello everyone, this is Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and this is a little update video that I've done on my MOC of Makuta from Bionicle Generation 2. And I already did a whole video discussing all the different things I did, all the different parts I had to get, and what sets you need to get. I've already explained all of that in my video showing off this MOC for the first time. But there was something that some of you commented on, and that was the fact that I used Sir Tumbleweed's version of the Mask of Ultimate Power. This one right here. Yeah. And some of you have said that this was not entirely accurate to the movie version, the version that you see in the movie Journey to One. And I had seen that another user by the name of the Cyberhand, I think that is his name, the same guy that did the Mask of Time, and I think he's also done a couple of other masks, did a much more accurate version of the Mask of Ultimate Power, so I decided to go ahead and purchase that version. I got the Titan version to fit with this Titan. There is also a smaller version of the Mask of Ultimate Power that this guy has made, which can be used on the smaller figures. I'm going to keep the Sir Tumbleweed Mask of Ultimate Power along with me, so I can use that in cases where the character is, well, small, small size, and I'm going to tell you that I am working on the, my own Bionicle story, just telling my own story with the same characters, though I did already film Makuta in this form using the Sir Tumbleweed version of the Mask of Ultimate Power, but in any subsequent footage that I have of this version of Makuta, I will use the much more updated version. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you my thoughts about this updated version, and let me just turn this head over. I'm certainly surprised that the camera didn't blur out yet, as it usually does. And you can see a bit of comparison between them. I can't bring my other hand out because I need to use it to hold the camera. It's not touching the ground. I'm holding it in my hand. So hopefully I don't lose it. And you can clearly see how there's just so much detail on the this version of the mask. Oh, now it's doing the blur out. Now it's doing the blur out. Great. And it doesn't have these big gappy holes like the Sir Tumbleweed mask has. And this part here, these parts, they... let me take a look. They look a bit better. And also, remember how I mentioned... well, I think I mentioned this in my video showing the original Mask of Ultimate Power, and I mentioned in that video that it does not have the stud that lets you take the mask off, but it isn't all that hard to take the mask off of a character's face anyway. As for this one, there is an actual stud, but it's kind of a lot more complicated to get the mask off because it's a little tight. Okay, there we go. And here it is. I'll show you the inside, and there's the stud. There's the stud right there. Now, I found it to be a bit difficult to get this version of the Mask of Ultimate Power onto the head. Let me see if I can try to get it on. Oh. Hold on. Don't fall backwards. Do not fall backwards. Don't fall backwards! Do not fall backwards! Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, that's pretty much how it goes for the Mask of Ultimate Power. Now there is something that I am also going to point out about this version of the Mask of Ultimate Power. You don't see the eyes very well, the actual eyes. I mean, if you turn the head like this way, you can see the eye going through the mask, but it's not all that... Camera, stop! All that clear to see anyway. But the overall appearance of the mask certainly still looks a lot better, camera. Still looks a lot better than the Sir Tumbleweed version of the mask, camera. Please! Thank you! Okay, so that's my thoughts on this version of the Mask of Ultimate Power. So many of you have recommended this version of the Mask of Ultimate... Stop, camera! Stop! This version of the mask... Stop, camera! Don't mind me. The Mask of Ultimate Power that was made by this guy. So, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you again next time.